all right, I'll do another one. Idle Boss Rush. Okay, you got the chromatic aberration. It's probably an incremental game, one of those games where you make some decisions, and for the majority of the time, you watch things happen while numbers go up. There's a skill tree. There's a lot of stuff. I'm good. You know, idleness is next to slothiness, which is one of the seven deadly sins. Slay giant bosses and turn the hollow wasteland into the almighty kingdom. Endlessly rewarding incremental game where you collect fountains of rare loot, unleash crazy combos, and watch the monsters fall under your knees. Boss rush that keeps on going when you're gone. You know what I think these games are too? It's a symptom of the generation that doesn't want to work. The young socialists out there who want everything paid for them and to collect universal basic income, change their genders, and sit at home and just shitpost on the internet. I do believe this is a symptom. There is a demo. They want $13 for it, and yeah, it's an incremental idle game. There's a bunch of things. Watch the numbers go up. I'm good. Unyielder. This reminds me that I started playing Armored Core last night. My goodness, that is a difficult game. Exciting. It's got all the vibes that I love and the FromSoft DNA. But holy crap, is it hard. Or I'm just getting old, I guess. Okay, select one of three. I've lost interest immediately. I don't know. What is this, first-person roguelike? Unyielder is an intense single-player boss rush movement first-person shooter in the form of an absurd and exploitable rogue looter. That whole sentence says, I tell people I'm a game designer, but I've never actually studied game design. I've only looked at what games are popular and slapped those systems together and made sure that the numbers continually get bigger. Also, isn't it ironic, a generation that doesn't want to work is interested in doing boss rushing? If you don't work, you can never be a boss. You can never fight a boss. Also, what are these tits here sitting in the splash art? Oh, this just ain't my morning, I'm telling you. Smash your way through Antarctica, face your own final boss. The final boss is death, and it's coming. It came out on the 29th of September from True World Studios and Shueisha Games. They want $32.50 for this. Like again, what is with the tits? Man, I don't understand. Is this just sex sells? Is that all it is? Bathe in chaos. It unites looter shooters, movement first person shooting, and character action games in an infinitely expandable roguelite. And it's like if they figure if they shout loudly enough and with enough confidence that they'll produce a hit somehow. I think that's what it is. Break the game like any good toy. Play with it vigorously, experiment, and have fun. AK, we didn't. There's no saddle points in this. There's no contrast in design. There's nothing here. It's just numbers go up. Embody tenacity. The more dangerous the world becomes, the further you go. Well, what if you only go as far as your bedroom door to take a piss? Domination. BYO boss. With parts from enemies you defeat, customize the final boss. Okay. Erebus, the capital city of Antarctica, 1972. Okay, it's like the story doesn't even make sense at all either. Carve your path, a walking cataclysm of your own design, build your own final boss, and join their community. The game contains guns and graphical violence. A lot of those communities are all about guns and graphical violence, too. Another reason to get the fuck away from social media before the FBI kick your door down and take you away. Flushfall. All right, here's something more my speed. This morning, what is it? Toilet PvP? Is it TVT? Toilet versus or TVB? Toilet versus bidet. You got toilets with plungers attacking each other. Low-fi, low poly, unshaded. What are we doing here? Welcome to Flushfall, a toilet battle royale. Came out on the 11th of July from Society Dent, self-published. It's free, but is it though? Is it malware? I mean, that's the huge question here now. I want to change these buttons to could be malware. Could mine all the crypto coin out of your wallet if you're not paying attention. So how does it work? You battle 99 other toilets until you're the last toilet standing. Why toilets? Why are you fighting? Those are the questions that we couldn't answer during the design process. We just figured it would be fun. It's cool. There's no thought involved at all. It's just the slick poison of design without any intent. Yeah. Fighting mechanics. How do all these toilets fight each other? I hear you asking. Well, the only thing toilets are truly afraid of is plungers. As the player, you click once to kill anything in front of you. That's right. Everyone is one tap. Makes no sense. Like the toilet should get clogged and then you got to plunge the crap out of them. But then that would be a relief for them. Toilets wouldn't fear that. They'd be begging for a plunge. A good sucking plunge, bro. You're never safe in a world of 100 toilets where they're all fighting to be the last standing. You're never truly safe unless, of course, you become the winner. Then you win. Let's just say something magical happens. Customization, it has plenty. You can customize your toilet earning using points you earn. It's time to have fun and battle toilets in Flushfall. I guarantee you there is no one playing this right now. I'm good. Titan Isles. That was probably the most exposure that game got since it launched. Yeah, for all that shit on games and stuff, I'm doing a lot of these developers a favor with all the free advertisement I do. They should be paying me. They should be sending me checks in the mail saying thank you. You know, your opinion sucked, but at least people saw my game. Titan Isles is a co-op action adventure game for virtual reality platforms. Join up to 3 friends and battle giant titans with unique weapon and traversal combos. Came out on the 24th of September from SciTech Games Limited. Well, they're serious about the business. Self-published, it requires a VR headset. They want $41 for this. Why? Just because it's VR? Doesn't even look R at all. It's a lot of V, not much R. Battle Titans with friends or alone. Okay. Powerful exosuits. It's how much motion sickness does this cause? Play alone or with friends. Well, alone, I guess, is the choice. Uncover the secrets of the Titans. So they want to make a sort of a VR Titanfall kind of thing, but it's just soft, lo-fi, low quality graphics, low effort VR for $30. Keep dreaming that this VR fad is going to take off because it ain't. Man, VR evangelists are the absolute worst when you see them on discussion boards, just clinging to hope that somehow the killer app for VR is going to appear. Half Life Alex was it, bro. That was it. You peaked, what, 9 years ago now? 10 years ago? How long ago was that? Jeez. WEGO World War II Stalingrad. What does WEGO stand for? Oh, wow, this brings back some memories. My parents used to leave me at Christian after school center camp or whatever it was. And it was pretty bad because they had us do coloring books with Jesus and everything in it. But in one of the rooms, there was a huge stack of these classic war games with all of the paper counters on them. That was my first exposure to the hex based paper counter war games of the past. Blitzkrieg was really the only one I remember, but there were dozens in there. I'm not sure who it was in the orphanage that was into all this, but I learned a lot at age 7. Anyways, WEGO World War II Stalingrad is a hex-based war game depicting the German offensive to seize Stalingrad in 1942. With historical scenarios and dynamic campaigns, players command forces in one of World War II's most pivotal battles. Came out on the 25th of June from Brian Kelly. You know, Brian's probably 60 years old. Grew up playing this stuff and maybe never heard of Hearts of Iron. Like, why play this when you could play Hearts of Iron is the real question here. From Matrix Games published, they want $52 for it because this is definitely a niche market thing, and people who are into this will pay the money. Bunch of old boomer grognads. All right, yeah, it simulates a particular battle of Stalingrad. There are 3 campaigns. You get to play as though you were playing on the old classic paper counter hex-based board games. The number of turns per day depends on the ground scale of the scenario. Scenarios that have a ground scale of 2,500 meters per hex have 5 game turns per day. For example, game turns 1 through 4 are considered day turns, each 5 hours long. Game turn 5 is a night turn, 4 hours long. Scenarios that have a ground scale of 500 meters. You see, here's the thing. This is the other end of the pendulum. This is heavy design and systems and mechanics that are actually probably balanced and designed to give you a good time, but they misunderstood what a video game is, right? That all they're doing here is translating an analog system into digital, and something gets lost in translation. But that's just my opinion. Hey, if you're into this thing, there's another one for you. Samuel Prince, Attorney at Law, Chapter 1. Oh my God. Yesterday we saw a direct rip of Ace Attorney. They've even got the objection screen. And here's another one. And they use some just flat, boring animation style like flash art. Oh, this is horrific. Pink-haired girls committing murder. Yeah, that's no surprise. The first of 7 chapters of a courtroom battle-style visual novel in which the story follows brand-new lawyer Samuel Prince as he solves a strange variety of different crimes, investigate the crime scene for evidence, use it in court to find the real truth behind the case. Again, creative bankruptcy. You stole a game system and you applied crappy art on top of it. Hope you're proud. Came out on the 2nd of September from Nate and Nay, published by White Top Hat. It's free for some reason. Questionable. Defend a young college girl accused of killing her best friend. I don't think I will. And if I did, I'd want Phoenix Wright to handle it. Assassin of Goblin. What in the machine generated video game is this? You're like a Chinese hero? This goblin's going to get him. Turn around, bro. Yeah, this is Baby's first game, and they just threw together some asset packs and called it a day. Play as warrior and try to beat Green Goblin. Isn't that copywritten? Marvel's going to sue you. I guess it's Disney now. Disney, come get him. And try to beat Green Goblin in 9 different levels and find captured skulls in this medieval role-playing game adventure. I guarantee you Midjourney generated this splash art. Came out on the 24th of September from Sailor Games, self-published. That's Saylor. They want $5 for this shovelware. 9 levels with no space in between. A role-playing game where player character has a big sword weapon. Now, this person was probably either 12 years old or mentally disadvantaged. I guarantee you. Like anybody can make a video game. I'm telling you, there's no bar anymore. You just walk over the border like a like an American immigrant. You just walk in. Use healing potions to increase health. Green Goblin boss at end of every level. Planned updates, more level. Game logo and menu image were made with AI software. All the rest was made by somebody else in an asset pack, and they're charging $5 for it. Wow. Maybe they're paying for their college tuition this way. Who knows? Zerun. What is this? You're running around on a sphere? Some sort of weird creature? Well, they did a pretty good job with the sphere presentation. I wonder how it plays. Yeah, that is interesting. They did a really good job rendering this sphere. When was the last time I saw like you walking around on little moons and stuff? It's been a while. Huh. Is it puzzle based? I mean, it's okay. It's competent. Like the primary design element of being on a sphere was done well. A fast paced ritual run across magical worlds. Walk the path of the shaman, solve ancient puzzles, survive the trials, and gather what's needed to heal your world. Earn every artifact, complete every rite, and bring your world back to life. Came out on the 28th of August from Murakar Studio and Cinemax Games. They want $10.50 for it. So what is Zerun? A shamanic initiation, a vision quest. You're not really here. No, you never are. 2 ways to walk the path, either explorer mode or time challenge mode. There's 2 soundtracks for one world that mix dynamically. A world seen through ritual eyes. The maze is alive. Can you complete the rite, heal the world, become the shaman you were meant to be? We are using AI generated voiceovers and music. Nice. I said if I ever made a game again and I used AI, I wouldn't disclose it. Nah, fuck them. Like, why? So what? Like, it's sort of an appeal to emotion, honestly, at the end of the day. It's going to become that way. Either it becomes that way where it's like, wow, this game looks incredible and it looks completely handcrafted. And then at the bottom, there's this huge disclaimer that says everything was made by a machine. And you're like, oh, we're finally there. All right. Well, good luck, Mirakar. Crypt Crawler. All right. What is this now? You're a little goblin setting up traps, sort of tower defensey kind of thing. Uh huh. Okay. It's got co op in it, I guess. Looks like somebody played. What was that game? Dungeon. Oh God, I can't remember the name of it. It was a co-op tower defense in the dungeon. It was same presentation, 3/4 overhead, and oh God, it was really popular. They made a sequel. Anyways, Crypt Crawler, guarantee you that's machine generated. That's splash art. Descend 16 monster filled levels to close the gate to the underworld in this top down tower defense dungeon crawler. Okay. Gather resources, discover blueprints, and build defensive towers to slice, dice, zap, and explode undead hordes. Play solo or 2 to 4 player local co op. Okay. Came out on the 23rd of September from Wild Domain, self published. There is a demo. They want $10.50 for it. There's 16 devilishly handcrafted monster-filled levels to go through, either alone or with your friends, and there's infinite replayability. Although whether you'd want to stare at this until the end of time, uh, standard's pretty low at that point. I'm good. Rail Gunner. Okay, they heard me say. They heard me say Armored Core, and it was like baby's first Armored Core. What is this? This is horrific. See, again, strong cases for using a machine to help you do the art, like this UI. Just ugly, just straight up ugly. Like the whole game is ugly. A sci-fi rail shooter for personal computers, personal computer virtual reality, and Mac. Defend your train against AI-controlled robots which run, fly, rocket, and roll in pursuit. Enemies are fully destructible and physically simulated. A variety of weapons and power-ups to unlock. Yeah, I'm sure there's a great game under here, but the presentation, the skin is slimy, so I don't like it. 25th of August from Run, Swim, Fly, self-published. It runs in both standard and VR mode. It is free, but there's a full game unlock for $6.23. Uh-huh. Fully destructible enemies, voxels, and physical simulation make for infinite variation in the carnage you unleash. Neural network AI damaged bots limp, crawl, or skid to keep the hunt alive. That's not a neural network artificial intelligence. That's an animation scaffold that just goes into different states depending on how many limbs you've blown off. Come on, I'm calling this shit artificial intelligence now. Unlockable weapons and power-ups and optional VR. There's 2 game modes, Chase or Node Assault. Typical clear takes 12 hours. Endless score chasing beyond that. Again, another game you want to be playing until the end of time? I don't think so. Anyways, congratulations on releasing a game. Although it's not really something that you need to congratulate people for, seeing as how easy it is. Anyways, Atomanta. Who is this purple-haired girl? Okay, it's a shmup. It's a vertical shmup where for some reason you're a purple-haired girl, and it's a bullet hell. Great. Automata is a sci-fi retro-styled vertical shoot-'em-up inspired by various Mega Drive and arcade titles from the 90s by combining the old-school visuals of pixel art with a more modern approach of a faster bullet hell experience, a smaller hitbox, and a bunch of weapons to fight off enemy forces. Again, I don't care what pixel art purists say that pixel art is hard and then it takes real artistic skill to produce. It's fucking low effort. It is compared to doing full 3D realistic assets. It's a vibe. I get it. It's a whole theme and a texture and shit. But bro, the reason people used pixel art in the past was because that's all they had. Now they use it because it's fast, simple. Anyways, this came out on the second. Did I read that? I don't. It doesn't matter. It came out on the 2nd of September from Remorasoft, self-published. They want $14 for it, and you get to be Ataria Takara, a space pirate. This woman would not last 5 seconds. As a pirate. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. Uh-huh. Special thanks to Rate Studio for creating such amazing cover art and character design for the protagonist, and to Fala for bringing the character avatar to life in-game. Lastly, I'd like to thank Caitlin Walker for providing her awesome voice for the project. Oh, God. This is somebody who sits around and watches fucking VR tubers. We're like, what is that all about? I want to talk about fucking mental damage and brain cancer. Oh, God. Anyways, I'm good. The Fortress of Dr. Radiaki? Fancy Edition. Okay. What is this? Old school, reminds me of Ultima Underworld. Was it around that time? Somebody took the Ultima Underworld, one of the first, if not the first, full flowing 3D Dungeon Explorer um, system, and then did their own little spin on it. Experience the cult hit that doesn't quit. Dr. Radiaki is here to tickle your funny bone until it really hurts. An unapologetic sense of fun and nonstop action meets in an unforgettably bizarre adventure. Came out on the 8th of May from Jordan Freeman Group, Future Visionary, Maelstrom Software, published by Lee Jacobson and Zoom Platform Media. What the hell? Future Visionary. Are you a future visionary if you go cribbing on games that are like 30, 40 years old? How does that work? They want 780 for it. There is now strafing. Wow. We're finally there in 2025. It was an exercise in FPS excellence. Was it though? I never heard of this one. When did it come out? Non-nausea inducing mouse look. Now you no longer need to hold the left mouse button to move the camera. I remember those days. Those days, way back then. The original to get mouse look, you had to actually hold the button down. Yeah, classic. View Bob toggle, switch weapons with the scroll wheel, fully rebindable controls, native support for the most common controllers, fully compatible with the Donkey Kong bongos. Wow. Pull those out, dust them off. 3 hand-drawn pillar boxes to choose from. Those are the things on the side of the screen that hide the fact that this was a 4.3 release and no longer, they didn't stretch it out to 16.9. Save scum across devices with the power of Steam Cloud. So it's like a classic shooter from way back in the day. When did it come out? Why don't they mention that? Like historically, I wouldn't mind knowing the date. The rats are very cool. Are they though? I mean, when you think that, okay, I could play this or I could play Doom Eternal. I guess if you're done playing all the latest modern shooters and you want to go back in time and have, some sort of historical experience, there it is. And it's reasonably priced. I'm good. I lived those days. Those days are gone now. We did it. We breached 19,000. Isn't this insane? Next stop, 20,000, I guess. 19,007 games have been viewed. You have yourself a fantastic day.